joins us now. John, great to have you on the show. So when you look at the artist community out there, and of course it's ironic to see, censorship coming from the artist community, do more align with what Neil Young and Joni Mitchell and these aging hippies want, or are more like you and Mumford and Son star Winston Marshall? Are there more of you than them?
Hey guys, well, I'm not sure if there are or not. I think that there probably are. Now, Skillet has a brand new record called Dominion, and our entire album is about this issue. It is about liberty, celebrating free speech, freedom of self-government, freedom to worship. We are rocking the free world, and when I say free, I actually mean it. Artists should be scared to death of this institutional power that is so absolute that they can end your career, deplatform you, demonetize you. Artists should be very scared of that. I want to say this. We played a sold-out show in 2014 in Kiev, Ukraine, at the same time as Crimea and all that stuff was happening. I got a phone call 3 hours before the show. They said, John, the show's still happening, but you have to come up here, and a government official needs to look at all of your lyrics, and they're going to give you things that you are not allowed to say. And I have never been so proud to be an American. Now, we have institutions saying, here's your list, rock star, here's your list, songwriter. You can say 1, 2, and 3, but you may not say 4, 5, and 6. That is dangerous. Every artist that cares about authenticity should drop this nonsense about pulling people off of social media platforms.
John, you make such a good point. It's about freedom and liberty, which I would argue is just an American principle. But why take the risk and go out there and speak up? Because we know what happens from the other side when you decide to take that big step. So why do it?
Hey, brother, I'll tell you this. If people don't take the risk now, you may lose your opportunity to take the risk. We were one of the first bands in the world to say we will not play vaccinated, mandated shows. I called my friend John Rich. I said, John Rich, am I crazy? And he said, yeah, you're crazy. You're the right kind of crazy that America needs. So I'm calling on artists for, number one, artists, wake up and realize that our integrity is on the line. Number two, Americans, wake up to freedom. Number three, church-going people that think this is all about politics. I don't want to get involved in this. I want to remind church people, this goes back to a legacy, not just in America, a legacy of the reformers that taught us that righteous government begins with self-government. We need to stand up. And last thing I'll tell you is this. Everybody needs to go buy Skillet Dominion. It rocks, and it is all about liberty. I'll tell you that. Tell them to go do it, Lawrence. Make it happen, brother.
John, I know you say it's not political, but I don't know anyone on the right, I don't know any conservatives or Republicans who are calling to censor anybody, not even their opponents. So it is political.
Well, this is the thing. When I say rock in the free world, what I mean is this. I want to have the freedom to think and say what I believe, and I want you to have that same freedom whether I like what you have to say or not. It is a new secular puritanism that is trying to shut everyone out, and it is going to turn around and fight all of those people. So it's not political, I would say. I agree with what Lawrence said. It is about liberty. It is foundational. It is about first things, and in this country we celebrate. The government does not give me the right to free speech. That pre-exists government. That is self-government. And if we let that go, the whole experiment's going to fall apart. So artists, I just say this, rise up. If you don't like what somebody has to say, then come up with a better argument and do a better job saying it.
Yeah, our rights come from God. That's true.
Listen, John, I'm normally R&B and hip-hop. But since you're talking about freedom and liberty, I'm going to download it today. And I encourage everybody else to do the same, brother. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you, Lawrence. You're the man. It's great, Rachel. I hope to see you, Rachel, in Wisconsin. I live in Wisconsin. Let's go on a double date with our spouses.
I would love that. I would love that.
That's what I'm talking.
Awesome. So great talking to you.